Remember a few years ago, I did my worst remakes video? Yeah, this was on it, and for a good damn reason. The Fog. So The Fog, of course, is a remake of John Carpenter's The Fog. And unfortunately, Debra Hill, you know, the lady who co-wrote the original movie, helped with this movie too. Yeah. Why? Is I gotta say, why? Now, even though I have it listed as one of the worst remakes, I can tolerate this remake a lot more than I can others. I can tolerate it more than I can The Hitcher. I can tolerate it more than I can Amityville Horror. I can tolerate it 1,000 times better than Rob Zombie's Halloween. Ugh, don't even want to mention that movie anymore. But anyway, so basically the plot is about the spirits of sailors that were aboard a ship that the town's forefathers steered astray on purpose, okay? And then they burned the ship with all the people on it and killed everybody on board. The spirits of those people are coming back inside this dense fog to get revenge on the town's people, and of course the people involved with that whole thing. Sounds simple, right? Yeah, the plot is simple. Executing it is a whole fucking nother story, okay? Because just like the original movie, this one has one main issue. It's boring, okay? The original was boring. This one's boring, and so that hasn't changed, okay? The two major props I gotta give is one, Tom Welling, because you know Tom Welling's from Smallville. Smallville was on at the time. It was probably 2005, probably in its probably in its 5th season at that point. And yeah, he was okay in this. Maggie Grace, however, cannot act. I don't know how many videos I've said with her in it. She is terrible. How does she get work? How does Maggie Grace get work? All she has is her looks. She's like Megan Fox. But you do got Selma Blair. Selma Blair is always good to look at, and she's talented, which is something Maggie Grace is not. But yeah. And the second major props, the visuals. The fog itself looks fantastic, okay? The ship that the sailors are on looks fantastic. That's about it. It's not scary. The kills are kind of lame because, you know, it's PG-13. And yeah, it's kiddie violence, basically. So yeah, setting people on fire doesn't have an impact as setting people on fire R-rated style. You know what I mean? Because they look more like stunt people in PG-13 versions than they do a burnt up version in the R-rated. Because the fire is less intense in PG-13 violence. So you ever notice that when you set somebody on fire in the R-rated movie, they're fucking burning, but in the PG-13 version, you can still see their outlines? Yeah, that's kind of lame, don't you think? But yeah, nothing special about this remake at all. I will say stick with John Carpenter's version, even though that's not very good either. But to each his own. I'm going to give The Fog a D- just because for those visuals and Tom Welling alone. They perhaps make the movie watchable. Oh, and Selma Blair. That's about all it has. Let me know what you guys think about this abortion down below. Do you like it? Do you hate it? And yeah, I'll see you in the next one.